bros. I sure do love spending months of my time not creating videos. No, but seriously, I've just lacked motivation to do this stuff right now, so sorry about that. But I am back with a game I've talked about quite a lot over the history of this channel. It's Pokken. I have said, and will say again, that Pokken Tournament is one of the best fighting games I've ever played, and I want to take a deep dive into this game and decipher, was it actually good? I'm Judge Buff. This is the Court of Games. Let's get started. I wanna be the very best that no one ever was. What is Pokken Tournament? Pokken is an arcade-style 2D and arena fighter in a similar style to Tekken, hence the name Pokken. It was first released in arcade only in Japan in 2015, but was later ported to the Wii U a year later, and that version was brought to the Nintendo Switch in 2017. The game showcased many unique mechanics and featured characters from the well-known Pokemon franchise. Pokemon Johto. I know game reviews are often not the most reliable source on whether a game is good or not, but it gives us some really good insight. Metacritic, my go-to review site, gave it a 76 out of 100, which isn't bad at all. Most reviewers are in general agreement with that, most giving it between a 6 to 7.5 out of 10, although some reviews did stretch up to an 8 or a 9, so the reviews were generally favourable. That's a good sign. That's 2 commas in a million bucks, that's 2, more than I'm giving in, that's 2. I'm a judge? I'm supposed to be impartial, you say? Well, I don't give one buster. I have played through the whole story of Pokken Tournament, and I have to say, I was really impressed. The story wasn't anything special, just a basic league system and a Shadow Mewtwo, which I won't cover for spoiler purposes. I adore all the fun and wacky mechanics they throw into this game. The synergy mechanic worked perfectly, it even allowed Mega Evolution, which was sick, bro, but the roster was really good too. I adore this game personally, but another man's treasure is another man's trash, so my opinion won't give us the answers right away. Whoa, I'm undefeatable, Pokemon, advanced battle. Pokken Tournament, despite being inspired by the gameplay and style of the Tekken series, stands as its own as its really solid title. It differs from Tekken in that it doubles as both a 2D fighter, like Tekken and Street Fighter, as well as a 3D arena fighter, similar to the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm series. This, along with its other features, allows the game to feel separated and individual from its fighting game counterparts and predecessors. Pokemon, gotta catch them all. The fact that this was a Pokemon game rather than just a generic fighting game definitely supports my and many others' opinion on this game. But I think that's okay, because would Pokemon Scarlet and Violet be just as good if it wasn't a Pokemon game? Some of you freaks might have said yes to that, and I ask you to leave. But no, of course not, it wouldn't have the same feel or appeal to it. Same with any game from any big franchise. So being a Pokemon game does make this feel better than it could be. It doesn't mean it is better than it is, but it means it feels better. I don't know what to put here. I'm sorry. So, is it a good game? Yes, of course it is. I said at the beginning of the video, for Christ's sake, why'd you watch this? Based on the factors we've covered on this video, and I am sure there's other factors I failed to consider, but based on what we have included, I think it's safe to say that Pokken is a really high quality in design and ideas, but just wasn't executed well enough to be one of the greatest of its genre. But it's still a great time, alone or with friends. So overall, if you are looking for a new fighting game, or even just a collector for a Wii U or Switch, I would recommend you buy this game almost every time you ask me. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I know it's been a while, I'll try to be a bit more consistent, but I'll see you later.